Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 You just heard the sound. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Keep on rolling, baby.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. Kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Bashir Tootin. They'll get this to about the 38.
The ball carrier, Wilson on the stop. It's a pickup of 3, brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Daniels. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Daniels. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 47 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
the 17-yard line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. In motion right, that's Harrison. Now Daniels. This is caught. Touchdown. Matthew Golden. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Visitors 7, our home team nothing. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Down. Panther 6, go.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Get it.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first.
Hot 70, hot 70. Come on. Panther 11, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
19, 18 Cardinal, 18, 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's to Bowers once again. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Ready?
Henderson. Going to be hit line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready? Let go.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him.
Brock Bowers taking it in. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Come on. Ready?
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A gain of 60
Ready?
yards. Result is a first down.
To the air goes Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Reno. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Matthew Golden making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught at the 20. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Brian Thomas, 72 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball. Come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Daniels looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 more there and another 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
32-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Daniels. That's caught by Harrison right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Off the play fake, Daniels. And he's got it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. from 13 yards out. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll leave them with a third and just a yard. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And some space here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Okay, break. 18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Seven Pirates. Ready, right?
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Thomas has got it. Complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Cano now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. We'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
19.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Across midfield at the 48.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Daniels. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. So special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. this is a good one right in front of him.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Henderson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
60.
Tackle made back at the 45-yard
Mustang
line.
19. 60 Maverick. 60, 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 19 Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. '70 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos. Let go.
2nd and 13. Looking long for Thomas. And it's intercepted. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
70. Hawk 70.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part and got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Cougar 19. Go.
2nd and 9 now. And This throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. This a 43-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and he never gets stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A very solid gain of 27. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Second and a couple.
Check, two.
Now they try the right side here. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you could lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Pass caught. That's Golden. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's another first down. 1st and 10 of the 22-yard
To throw is Daniels. Drops it underneath for Tootin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh bar, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Daniels. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Visitors 28. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. Brian Thomas with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The offense had 3rd down tonight. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Come on. Hey.
Now Daniels. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do.
Touchdown! Matthew Golden, now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score. Our home team 45. Visitors 35.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They got his man complete. They got 29 yards that time. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Back. Cowboy 80.
On the draw, it's Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
18 Rattler. Ready? Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Brock Bowers, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
52. Visitors 35.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's brought down. timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dante Thornton with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Visitors 42. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
7 yards. And a first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Track Bronco 80. Ready.
Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Trevion Henderson with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Seven Pirates. Ready. Stick the Eagles.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Golden. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back